Joe Biden did not blink. It took forever to see Joe Biden blink. And I was like, this is crazy. This is very, very crazy.
It just makes you like, do they have him on something to keep him awake?
I feel like they have him on something.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous. It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above.
Yes, sir.
Hit that notification bell. Get that popping and going. Podical Sons Podcast, podicalsons.com. And on the socials, Podical Sons. Do participate and you get a chance to the polls and stuff for the Mondays and the Thursdays. And
it's like the New Age Speakers Corner.
yes.
Yeah.
And don't hesitate to send your Ask the Sons questions as well. So let's start the show. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We are now in the month of July.
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 Is that what you call July? Because your birthday's in July?
Yes, it's in July. We're getting there. It's around the corner.
It's cancer season. Time for the motion people to run. This y'all time to shine.
This is our time to shine.
It's y'all time to shine. I always feel like they're like, oh, cancers and Taurus people are emotional people. I think like cancers are kind of more emotional than I seen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Taurus people are just ruthless. I just feel like we're sort of villains.
You're villains.
We're just villains. Anytime I run into a Taurus and stuff, I was like, have you unlocked your inner super villain? They're like, long time. Or like, I was like, yeah. I realized my power and stuff as well. Yeah, man. Let's get into some things. Where we at today is, we're in July. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Well, the presidential.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. You got that
Okay.
down. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we can jump into some.
We'll head there.
I want to say something to that lovely woman. Buy me a camera. Dear
Wait. I also wanted to mention, and it's in the same politics arena, the liberals losing that riding. Liberals as in equivalent to Democrats in Canada. Losing that riding that they've had held down for almost like 20 odd years.
But where?
So they're saying, I think it's somewhere in Toronto, maybe Toronto East. But they're saying it's been like a liberal stronghold for like forever. So like now it's the first time that the party is actually questioning the whole Trudeau leadership with this whole thing going on, and
the party is just now. Not trucker convos. Not COVID
not
pandemic.
When his popularity was weaning way back then. They just now are deciding to say, hey, maybe we need to distance ourselves and find somebody new at the top. But I don't know, man.
Is it wrong and strong? Like what would you like? Because I look at it stuff as where, let's say, for example, treat like a toxic relationship. You know this person's not good for you.
Yeah.
You know this person's not doing you any good and stuff. Why stay? Like, and then now you have this epiphany. It's like, okay, it's time to go.
Is it more important for them to? I guess is it more important for them to try and see if they can save it before they kick it to the wayside?
But how long do you wait to save something?
How long do you?
Because I look at it stuff as where, for me, the same way we have probationary period,
right?
Going into some shit,
yeah.
Why can't we have like a possible exit shit? You got 90 days to kind of clean up your act, or we giving you the boot.
Well, maybe this one riding that they just lost, maybe that was like okay, we're gonna hold out for that. Because even before it happened, they were I heard it on the news and they were talking about you know how they would have the I guess in the US they would look at it as the swing states.
Okay.
It could go either way, but if it goes your way, it's like it's a big deal. So they were kind of like tooting it like, yo, this is like a liberal stronghold. Like if this is like it'd be like a tell-all situation. I was like, okay, well, if it's a liberal stronghold, liberals shouldn't be too worried about it. But then when it came up, like they lost
And
it.
it flipped.
Yeah, and people were like, okay, yeah, now we really gotta look at what's going on within the party, and unfortunately, our leader's not the one that's really, really liked at this point, and it's starting to show.
I mean,
but it's like you said, his polls were saying it from time.
Yeah. Well, because I look at it, stuff is where you have a lot of situations where the parties itself have to be honest and true and stuff and say, is this person right?
Right.
And a lot of times they can't destroy and rebuild like straight from that zone. So I want to say, like, you can't, all right, say if you're part of Liberal Party,
right,
you can't fuck with Trudeau, and you don't like fucking with the Trudeau and stuff like that no more. You want to swap him out and stuff, whatever. You can't swap him out.
No.
But I think you better probably to just like take the L for now and regroup to something a lot better.
Right.
I know you're gonna lose your power and everything like that, whatever. But I guess either you sit with the evil that that ain't doing you justice or not serving you and everything, or you just say fuck it, destroy and rebuild fast enough. Because I'm gonna say Canada, like to my knowledge, has more of those. I want to say prime minister elections than U.S. Right?
Yeah.
Because I want to say there's one before the pandemic and there's one like after the pandemic and stuff like that, whatever. And I feel like it was like less than 4 years.
And I'm trying to understand because I think this one might have came. I don't know if it might have came sooner if he didn't make that little deal with the NDP leader that Jasmine.
It was wilding. It's wilding. Let's jump into some shit. Get to the polls.
All right.
Let's get to the polls first. First poll of the week. What's more important? Money, status, or looks? And out of the three, money came in at 70%. Do you agree with that?
I had money. I
you had money?
On my list, yeah.
I had status.
Yeah, status?
I had status because I look at stuff as where if we don't know you have money, why would we respect you?
But I would just use my money to show you that I have money.
But some people and stuff are not flexy like that, whatever, right? So I look at it stuff as where if now you're coming in this position and stuff to say like, oh, I have money because like, let's say you're at Walmart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I can buy this whole Walmart. Yeah. So can everybody else.
Right.
What are you going to do? You're going to go get cash? Or you're going to pull out your card? You pull out a black card and stuff to try and shut some people up?
I don't know if I pull out necessarily my black card to shut people up.
Yeah, like how would you silence that noise if no one believes that you got money?
But I wouldn't. I don't think I would care if they believe me or not. I think I would just have just knowing that I could do it would be enough for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now a person with status now, whatever, when everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's this person. Your money's not good here. I feel like that's why I said status and stuff would be that thing because
right.
I remember like there was even a time where somebody I knew, they wanted to, let's say, who was it? I don't want to call out the wrong rapper, but let's say like there's a rapper and stuff that was kind of fucking with like some of their stuff.
Okay.
Right? And they reached out to the rapper and be like, yo, I can give you some free shit if you just endorse my shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because because even with the endorsement, with the status from said rapper, will catapult some shit and stuff, whatever, too. And that the status itself will kind of bring the money towards the person. Now, if they can't put the face in the brand, because I want to say most of these high fashion brands and stuff like that, I don't think everybody can kind of put the face to them, right?
Yeah.
So it's more of the like, I want to say probably their money that might get them through the argument and stuff like that, whatever. When it comes compared to like somewhere like, let's say if it was, okay, we'll say it for now, at least for lack of better argument and stuff, I would say even Chris Brown. Chris Brown and stuff, status and everything like that. Like if you knew Chris Brown was coming to like your restaurant and everything, would you make Chris Brown pay? Deep down inside, I would, because I'm like, you got money. Shut down the restaurant for the fucking day. But they're gonna look at like, yo, it's breezy, duck. Like, yo, shut up and just comp the meal. And that'll be his status to kind of get him by.
Right.
Looks, I feel like a lot of people and stuff, we keep focused. We don't, let's say this. we act like looks in a factor,
Right.
but without looks, some people want to be nowhere.
Yeah, but you said something the other day that I really thought about, and it's like, there's really no more real ugly people out there. So
yeah, but
if you'd have to be like drop dead gorgeous on top of the fact that we don't mind flaws. So if it looks, how far is the looks gonna carry you really? If you're not really, if I'm looking at you and you don't have to really compete with anybody for me, because I'm just looking for a particular maybe shape and figure that 90% of the women have.
Oh, so you're going like body type wise?
Yeah, or even just face wise, like you have a particular look that, just like you're always saying, like you can diss me all you want. I can probably go find a version of you on Pornhub, right? It's like,
yeah. We'll call it a day. So yeah, money came in and stuff for that victory, 70%. The next poll was: do we all want to be desired? Do we all want to be desired? Do you want to be desired?
Yeah, I think that's in that same lines of like just wanting to be like the feeling of being him, and it's not like an always thing, but yeah, there's that thing in the mind that you just want to just step into that room and all the ladies just start to swoo or whatever they do. Schmooze.
Schmooze? Oh. I'm like, schmooze? Like, are you sneezing? It's like, yo, like, what's going on over there? I feel like a good portion of people would like to be desired.
Yeah.
Right? So I agree and stuff with it, but I think for me, I was more on the yes side for this. So, and do we all want to be desired? 82% said yes.
82% said yes.
Now, I heard from a woman said to me and stuff, whatever, when the question was posted, she said she doesn't like when certain men give her that look like just as sex.
Right.
Just as like an object of affection, something like that, whatever, right? So she doesn't care to be desired because she's had men that looked at her and stuff and just made her feel like, oh, that's all she was worth, was just like, like a fun time.
Right.
Instead of something a lot deeper and everything like that. But I'm okay with both. I mean, the thing and stuff is that I think I understand where those type of people will come from.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, some people might have that natural kind of look. Like I on TV show aspect wise, I only heard from like dudes and everything like that. But I seen TV show aspects where a guy would be like, I'm not just good looks, And be like, calm down. Now calm down. Like,
no, you're the jock.
You're the good looks person and stuff. Yeah. I know a dude and stuff who's basically like a Prince Charming type dude. And he fucking basked into that shit. Like, he loved that shit.
He leaned into it.
Yeah. He leaned into it. So I look at the stuff as where use whatever God gave you to your advantage.
Women been doing it from time.
Right. But then some people don't want to be desired because I guess, like, they've been in a point where, like I said, right?
Yeah.
Like, why, like, okay.
Can you be too desirable?
Can you be too desirable? Give me an example of that.
Like, you can't leave your house without getting a compliment. And maybe it's to the point where
I guess I'm just thirsty for compliments because I don't see what the problem is. I might take it. Like,
I'm looking for it right now.
Yo, if I walk to my car and stuff, whatever. If I walk out of here, I walk to my car like, hey, stud, thank you.
Thank you.
You got good eyes. You can see.
Yeah.
The sun's going down. Good for you. I think, can be too desirable. I don't think in my world you can be. But then again, I know women and stuff just kind of move kind of different.
Right.
Where I don't know what it is to be like a fine-ass woman. Like a fine-ass woman and stuff for like, okay, let's say you're all natural, you're BBL and stuff. And like people think you got a BBL and everything like they're all natural and stuff. And we were just talking about that today. Like, some women are just pretty.
Yeah.
They're just pretty. And it's kind of like, you'll see them, you're like, what? You do a double take and you probably might stare for a little bit.
Right.
Depending on how thirsty the dude might be, you might drool a little bit or something like that, whatever. I'm like, listen to some Carrie Hilson, play some Pretty Girl Rock, whatever. Like, you know? Like, you know.
Help
like,
yourself out.
Yo, you want to kind of stare at my derriere, but don't touch it. I might give you that glare, you know? Like, let them know. My thing and stuff is that, does the desired person want to be desired? That's what I want to know.
If the desired person wants to be desired.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, all right, you know now some women and stuff are probably lusting after you and everything like that. Like, does it you think it would get tiresome?
And
because I feel like...
Well, going back to what that lady was saying with her, you know, not wanting to be the object of desire for you know, men to oogle at. I was thinking, you know, when we had the argument about... And I think it's an individual thing, right? Because going back to what we were talking about,
the lore of the question,
the whole catcalling. Yeah, how at one point you had some women who didn't mind it because it made them feel desirable, wanted, and then you had the opposite of the women who were like, no, you just treating me like a piece of meat type of deal, right? So it's on both sides of the spectrum. But I think, you know, for the person who doesn't mind it, I think they want it. I think they would like for it to happen, just to know that it can happen. And if it's not for anything else, but to know that they still got it.
Does that say something about the individual and stuff? But like, is that kind of looking towards for validation type of aspect and stuff, whatever? Like, just to say you still got it? Like,
I would say to somewhat.
Yeah, because I
would say to somewhat, yeah.
And I think that's a good portion of like the people and everything. Like, I think it's a validation and stuff to kind of, you know, like I like I said, I'm guilty of the moments and stuff where I'm like, yo, no one see me in this outfit. You gotta save me. Someone gotta save me.
Right?
I'm like, you know, like maybe I just will take a long drive and just take a little stroll around a store or two.
Let me step back outside again for a minute. I felt like something was missing. Eyes.
I'm like, did I forget to buy Tic Tacs? I forgot to buy Tic Tacs.
You know,
let me go to the far ass gas station where I know a lot of traffic might be and stuff. Whatever. Someone got to save me. I just think that like the people who needs to be desired. I don't think anybody needs to be desired, but I feel like words of affirmation and stuff is real.
Yeah.
And you know, they say, what is it? Sticks and stones break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words do hurt.
Yeah.
And words can uplift and stuff, whatever, as well. Right? So I look at it stuff as where I would hope that most people and stuff, when they're ready to put themselves together, they would feel like they're on 10 when they're ready.
Yeah.
And whatever feeling they're looking for and stuff. Because I feel like if you're gonna put yourself together on 10, I don't think you're planning to be a wallflower.
No.
So I think if you're going that mile and stuff to say you like this, and this,
yeah,
you know, it's either a compliment or like, you know, like a good gesture and stuff like that too. Like, okay, I was thinking about this the other day, whatever, right? And I was thinking about it pertaining to the question and stuff too. Like, okay, your function and stuff, whatever, your 50th birthday and stuff is coming up and everything like that, whatever, right? And I was looking like for like my kind of costume setup and everything like that, whatever, for the function.
Right.
And when I saw one and stuff, and I was like, yo, this is it right here. This is like, I was like, I feel like this is stealing too much thunder. I just felt like, I'm like, it's not my day, it's your day.
Right.
So I looked like, this right here is no. So I was like, I like, let me tone it down a little bit, whatever, to like work with this. Cause if you're like, shit, because I don't know what you're coming with.
Right.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I look at it stuff as like, yeah, I'm not looking for like top lists, you know, like for desire and everything like that, whatever. But I look at it stuff as where I'm okay with sharing the stage, but some people aren't.
Right.
Because it's kind of like if you have like, 3 girlfriends and stuff together. One of the evil shit I know I used to do and stuff, whatever, is that if I see 3 hot chicks on the gram, I would say, you 2 look good.
Yeah.
And then, let them fight amongst each other, which 2 I'm talking about.
Which 2 is being mentioned.
Because all 3 probably want to be desired. Because especially if the one's like, I know I look good that day. He wants to talk about me and someone else. I think she was off her game that.
Yeah. Do you think it stresses past from the point of being desired to just being wanted? Because I'm thinking about this, right? And the scenarios that are running through my mind is like when you were younger and you were like at school dances, and you always hope that someone would pick you to dance, and you wouldn't be the one person left out and not get picked.
Yeah.
But then when I started thinking about it, I was like, but shit, that used to happen in sports too. When like, they're picking teams, when, they're picking sides. You didn't want to be that person not getting picked either. So it's like, is that like almost a form of it? Not being wanted or desired being an extension of being wanted?
Well, you're not wrong. I would say, to be honest and stuff, deep down, like I'm thinking about like you're not wrong, because I want to say to know you got picked last, I don't think that's a nice feeling. Like when they say nice guys finish last,
right?
There's nothing nice about finishing in last place. I've always said that like when you're watching the Olympics and you see like all the runners like crossing like for the 100-yard dash, 100-meter dash and stuff, whatever. When you look hard, you never see the person from last place, like, right before they cross the finish line, like throw their hands up and everything. Be like, yeah, we did it, baby. I qualified, but I got last place and stuff, whatever. Yeah. They're not talking like, no. I think when it comes like to the last thing, I think you're kind of just happy that you kind of made it to the stage, but part of you is looking like, oh, fuck. right.
Just made it. 7 more better than me.
Yeah, this is wild. This is a wild one, whatever. So it's I think wanted and needed and stuff, it always will come to play.
Right.
But I mean, okay, do you still feel like the needed aspect? Because you said you want to feel like you're needed. I never want to feel like I'm needed. I feel like everybody should be able to function without me.
Yeah.
And everything should function without me and stuff. But if I wanted it, it's like a wanted thing. Like you don't need me to do anything. I feel like the only person that should need me to do anything and stuff, like probably right now, is maybe my son, because he's at a young age.
Yeah,
but I think once he comes to an age when he's able to do more so for himself, you shouldn't have to need me for anything.
Yes, I think I'm still with need.
You're still with need.
I think I'm still with need, because I don't want you to want me to do stuff that you might already need to know how to do. And I feel like if you want me to do something, it's because not necessarily because you need me to do it, but you want me to do it.
I feel like some people take advantage of people and stuff because of that. That's why. That's the reason why I don't like fucking with need and stuff, whatever. Because I feel like some people, there's manipulators and stuff out here, right? Like in the real world. And I look at it stuff as where if I know, let's say you were good for just, I don't know, fixing brakes or some shit like that, whatever and everything, and you like to fix brakes, I could probably go somewhere and pay for somebody to fix my brakes, but because I know you like to help and everything, like, yo, I'm bringing the brake pads through and I'm bringing some beer. It's like, yo, I'm saving my money, and I'm looking like, I could give you the money, or I can say like, all right, I was going to pay the mechanic in them, let's say, $200 to change my brakes.
Right.
But I'm shafting you with like a case of beer, which is equivalent to like what? It depends on like a case like what, 12?
Yeah.
So that's like $30.
Yeah.
I'm buying my shit and stuff, whatever and everything. Like,
but I think you'd really have to be mindful of who you're gonna be needy to, or who, you know what I mean, who you're gonna let. Because you're right. Some people will take you will take advantage of that. But I'm never looking at it as like me ever dealing with those sort of people on that type of level. Like if you need me, I'm looking at the person who really needs me, and they don't have no other resource or no other way. Like I don't want you to want me to do it because I can, right? And as opposed to like going to like maybe 3 or 4 other people who also can, you just want me to do it. If you need me to do it, then that's okay. Like I'll value the time more in doing it because you couldn't have asked anybody else but me.
What if they constantly come to you for different tasks and stuff, but they're only coming to you instead of other people?
No, but I'd have to ask at that point, well, what is it that's really with me? Because I don't think at that point it's just a need. I don't think at that point it's just a need. Because if you have other people who can also do it.
No, they have other people and stuff, whatever, right? But they know you like to be needed.
But then that would be I think that they would want me to do it at that point.
Yeah, no, they want you to do it and stuff, but that's what I'm saying. But because they know you want to be needed, they're gonna just come to you and take advantage of your need aspect and stuff instead of like the want.
No.
So I'm saying,
when they're needing me for something that I specifically can, that service that I specifically can do and provide.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, if you have other people who can do it, it's not something that you particularly need me for. You want me to do it
because they want to take advantage, and that's what I'm saying. So since they want to take advantage of stuff, whatever, it's more like for them it's a want,
right?
But they're gonna masquerade it as a need, and they're gonna always come to you.
But if I know you know other people who can do it, then yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'll be very selective when I go with that whole "you need me" portion, right? If you want me to do it, yeah, okay. If I got the time to spare and do it and help you out because I can, then yeah. But if you're in a dire strait and you need me, then yeah, call me. You can depend on me to help you out.
Okay. Let's get to this. Let's get to the proceedings. Dear young Hawt Tuah woman, God bless you. As you can see, the Podical Sons. If you didn't see it and stuff, whatever, you missed it. It was in the story. Hawt Tuah, this trooper. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but thank you for making getting head great again.
You know what I like? The conviction.
Yeah.
That's she delivered it. The way how she delivered it.
And the hand gesture, I told you,
it conjured up. It conjured up imagery.
You gotta put the Hawt Tuah, and she had the hand ready to go. I was like,
the bass, it carried through.
Professional, you were a trooper.
It carried through. Even her friend looked shocked the way the vibrato.
Yeah, because I think the friend wasn't ready.
The friend wasn't ready. No, the friend wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready, but she didn't deny it.
No,
She just laughed and stuff. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're spilling our secrets." And I was like, "Yeah," because, and that's what I was telling you. That I was like, "Yo, I don't think there's been a good get head song or anything like that. Like his head even great again and stuff, whatever." Like, okay. I heard Keke Palmer say this the other day to Kendrick Lamar, where he was like, he's calling Drake like 69 God and everything like that. I was like, she's like, what's wrong with that? I was like, yeah. She's like, you get dual service going on and stuff, whatever, right? I was like, yeah, I was like, they're putting shame on getting like, yeah, like I feel like, remember how back in the day it was kind of like shame for eating vagina?
Mm-hmm.
And it was praise for getting head.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been taking a dive and swap and stuff, whatever.
I was about to say I think it's the rise and fall of the male dominance in the game and the female taking over, because the females are singing more about getting head than giving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Kim was probably one of those few that was talking about like
her
and Trina.
They the last of the Mohicans.
Until Hawt Tuah until the rise of Hawt Tuah.
The lone Apache came back.
She came back and she brought it back, whatever. Yeah. I'm just looking. I was like, God bless you. She has to be protected at all costs. So if you see her and you know her, don't air out her info. Just protect her. All right. Now let's talk presidential debate.
All right.
Who won the presidential debate?
It's the gift that keeps on giving, man. It's still being played in my mind right now.
Okay, so what are your thoughts?
I think they have to start capping the age limit on these things.
Absolutely. But Ben.
Yeah,
I look at it stuff
they
as
really
where
have to now.
if your average age of average retirement,
Yeah.
I don't think you should be running for president. This is not your luxury sport, because if you're supposed to retire and stuff in like 65,
right?
Some places and stuff are dependent on the state or places up at 70. Now, I feel like most of these people who are in Congress and in the Senate and in politics and stuff, whatever, I don't think their income and stuff is like hurting.
No.
So with that being said, I do feel like these people should be saying 60 to 65 max.
Yeah.
Trump is over 70.
Yeah.
Biden is 80, 81.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they should not be qualified and stuff no more. I think they're past that time and stuff. Now, there was, let me finish your thought. Finish your thought before I jump in and stuff, whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm it's just like I'm saying, it's like right now, both of them seem like they're up there past their bedtime. Like, when someone keep you up because you got to do something. Like, they both look like tired and put in a position where maybe they don't necessarily want to do it, but they're so polarizing. Trump, it may be a different story. He seems to relish in the spotlight. But for me, Joe looked like he can put it down and be okay with it if that was the option given to him. I don't know if he's. I think he everything in there what he's doing now is just posturing, and he can only posture because I don't think he's cognitive of certain stuff.
From 2019 to now, it's been a drastic change.
Yeah,
I want to say from his last campaign and run,
right,
to like now, I want to say it's been drastic change stuff. I want to say 4 years really did age him.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I think when the night of the election, when they won, he came jogging out, with the misses and stuff like that. And I don't see that
that same pep step.
Whatever.
No.
Now, my main focus and stuff is I did not start watching the debate on time.
Right.
But when I started, and then after the moderators and stuff said their piece and the camera's now on both of them,
yeah,
Joe Biden did not blink. It took forever to see Joe Biden blink. And I was like, this is crazy. This is very, very crazy.
It just makes you like, do they have him on something to keep him awake?
I feel like they have him on something.
And that's what I'm saying.
Something. And then the thing, there were so many things and stuff where I'm about to pull a Joe Biden my damn self with the hesitation. I think there was a situation where, besides the rambling all over the place, because like my take on it was that Joe picked the stage.
Right.
So I guess because he's president, he had home court advantage.
Right.
But in any case, it didn't work in his favor.
No.
Because I guess their take on it was that Trump, he gets motivation from the audience.
Right.
So Joe Biden's like, good, we'll do it like this. But I'm looking like, maybe if the audience was there making more noise, he might be more alert.
Right.
And might be trying to muster in some of the Democratic support that might be there and stuff, whatever as well, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't the case.
No.
And like he fulfilled.
I don't think he has energy to tap into anything, Marv.
No.
Even if they were there to just to rally up the troops, I don't think he has anything to rally up the troops.
Yeah.
It's just talking points. Just read the talking points. That's all I get from him.
I think the funny thing was when they asked Kamala about it.
Yeah.
Like, do you think you guys did well, when it came to this? And she kept ducking and dodging.
Right.
I was like, yeah, this said a lot. this said a lot and stuff, whatever. You guys are SOL, you guys are screwed and yada, yada, yada.
Right. There's the loss of confidence. And going back to what I was talking about earlier, with the liberals, the lack of confidence, and now it's starting to show up in the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your take? Going closer now, are you still? Well, did you think Trump is going to win this?
Man, hell yeah! I told you this is Trump's revenge tour.
This is Trump's revenge tour.
I said that.
You did say this is
his revenge tour and stuff, whatever. I'm like, this is gonna be an easy win because a lot of things, like, you know what it is? People really rally the countries.
Right.
The governments find a way to kind of hold the people.
Yeah.
Or like lasso the people a type of way.
Yeah.
To make them seem like they ain't shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? But the people make the country.
Right.
A lot of the people has felt the squeeze, especially with the inflations, the Ukraine. That's why Trump brought up the whole thing with the Ukraine thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna end that shit.
Yeah.
Trump was more composed than I expected from him.
Yeah.
The black job thing is
that's wild.
And the Hispanic job thing. That was like, I was like, so I leaned back. I was like, yo. At first I was like, yo, this guy is wilding on the stack. I was like, this guy is wilding. I was like, what the fuck is a black job? But then I thought about the black jobs. I was like, okay, go on.
Right.
Right? And everybody else is like, because apparently there was watch parties going on.
So
now somebody's like, yo, somebody hit me with a text like, you see this? What the fuck is a black job? I'm like, what do you mean? A nurse. It's a black job.
It's a black job.
And then when I said that, they just paused and they said laughing emojis and stuff. I'm like, shout out, let me finish watching my debate.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, so I ask you, what is a black job? What do you consider a black job? Besides nurse.
Cook.
Cookware. Cookware. Anywhere?
No, this is in institutions. Like hospitals, cafeterias,
like in schools and shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else you got? I got public transit workers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was this article and stuff, whatever. I think on so I was doing research about something, can't remember what I was looking at, and they were talking about the energy you put out there, right?
Right.
And there was this one bus driver in New York.
Mm-hmm.
He, for 20 years, he's been putting out great energy to people. So it's kind of like, you get on the bus, he's like, hey, someday we're having and blah, blah, blah. The bus driver is talking to people.
Right.
So much that he actually popped up in the New York Times.
Right.
And when people would legit not get picked up by you.
Yeah.
To just get picked up.
Yeah.
And I looked this up, I was like, yo, who's this guy? When I saw him, like, of course it's a black guy, man. Of course. It's a black job.
Right, yeah.
It's a black job.
It's a black job.
I looked at like how many black people I know work for public transit, like, let's say, sectors.
Right.
Hefty amount.
Yeah.
Hefty amount.
Yeah.
Hefty amount. Now,
I was gonna say even with the extension, public transit majority, but I even will say even here and there, like just public sector jobs, period. Just like city works and stuff like that. I know a few.
I think the thing that kind of killed me and stuff, whatever, was when the internet is a scary place. That's what I'm saying. I feel like social media is just like the hubs where they kind of congregate the scary shit and stuff on.
Right.
And these platforms, and like, yo, I seen veneer tech, lash tech. I was like, that's the... First of all,
those are the new black jobs.
I thought you go to like to a dentist for veneers. There's a veneer tech.
There's a veneer tech, bro.
There was one chick in the hood years ago I saw on World Star, and it was the funniest thing in the world. She was doing braces. She would do people's braces.
In the hood?
In the hood. So like, I think she's like, dentist want to charge you da-da-da.
Yeah.
She put the braces on, and she'll retighten it for, I think, like $100 or something like that. I was like,
So how does she know when everything is straight
Boss,
and shit?
yo, you're asking the wrong person. When I was watching this, and then you see she just finished wrapping up doing somebody and stuff, whatever. I was like, yeah, I couldn't tell if she went to the dentist or not. I couldn't tell. Yeah, so I was like, you're okay. Lash Tech, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It screams hood all over. It screams black.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
For sure.
I feel like black people and stuff, we dominate healthcare at a high level.
Yeah.
I think it just depended on the region and stuff. So I feel like if you're in America, it's black and white people.
Right.
High volume. And I want to say here in Canada, black and Filipino people and stuff, high volume.
Right.
But nevertheless, yeah, like these are the sectors and stuff. So, okay. What do you consider, what are Hispanic jobs? Trump did mention that too.
There's a lot of farming. A lot of construction. Farming and construction? Did I get it right? Am I being stereotypical?
I feel like this hat should just turn red from MAGA now. I felt the same way. I was like, I'm gonna say agriculture sectors. In my head, I was like agriculture.
Yeah,
I was like, quick. And then the construction. I mean, like, well, look at the neighborhood, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. The neighborhood, whatever. You had like the pack of dudes and stuff that don't speak a lick of English and stuff like that. But I bet you get the shit popping.
Yo, I got something working on my house right now. They about to blast that shit up, bro.
Shout out to Jorge. Yo, I'm not mad at it.
Nah, I ain't mad at it either.
Minus this Trump thing, right? Well, that statement and everything. I felt like I have it here.
Yeah.
Do you think that racism will ever die?
Nah.
Really? With the way of the world and the way how the world is going and stuff, you don't think racism will never die?
No, I don't think they'll let it die because I think it's such a divisive tool that's proven its worth from time and time again. I think, they have their subtle ways of propping it up and keeping it alive. I think if it was just up to us, I think we would eventually let it die. Just like you're saying, that with each us generation,
what, you and I, or black
us
people,
as a people,
or type of people,
people on a whole, right? The more that we, the more the society gets tighter knit and we get exposed to each other's cultures.
Yeah.
And we see that apart from each other's cultures, there's not much we differ in similarities. No, we're like, okay, yeah, there's some differences, but those differences are superficial.
So I feel like I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
I just feel like kids.
Right.
The kids, a good portion of the time. Well, I feel like kids are born pure.
Yes.
I feel like it's the adults that put this imagery and this language and certain things and stuff in their head.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to talk about your business a little bit. See your backyard, there's no fence.
Right.
I see Muslim children playing with black children, playing with white children, and Indian children.
Right.
All together.
Right.
I don't see the adults conversing or congregating and stuff as well as I see the children and stuff doing it.
Right.
So I feel like minusing the adults, there could be a way to kill racism. Racism could die.
Right.
Right? Because I think like it'll be the greater good of certain type of things. Because I feel like, especially with these younger kids that are born here, right? Like I always laugh and stuff, and I look at my pops and rest his soul. It was where he wouldn't fuck with pizza. Because I feel like a good portion of Jamaican people don't really fuck with pizza and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But as his child, or like one of his children and everything like that was born here, not in Jamaica and everything like that.
Yeah.
I eat pizza.
No, pizza slices is a very Canadian and American thing.
Right.
As a kid growing up.
But then look at the spot we went to and stuff, whatever. It was more a Jamaican West Indies style. Yeah. That they have their form of pizza and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Shout out to Pizza Ish. Give him a shout out for a black business and everything like that. And then you have, let's say for the Indian folk, the Pizza Depot.
Pizza Depot.
And the Pizza Depot, and that's what I'm saying. It's still pizza, it's just that from your culture, you have your type of things you'll throw on there.
Right.
And I'll throw my shit on mine and stuff. It still originated in Italy.
Yeah.
But we've come together from living different sectors, coming from different sectors of the world, now living in this one world or this one country.
Right.
We're now merging cultures and shit like that with it. But it's a lot of times it's the children that kind of help bridge these gaps.
Yeah.
Now, I saw a video where, I don't know if you saw it, where there was some young black boys on the elevator and everything like that. And a little white girl came in with her father, and she looked at them like in their because they were in there laughing at jokes, stuff, recording with their phone and stuff like that. And then they came on. She came on with her father.
Yeah.
She looked at all the black people in the elevator and called them monkeys. Where do you think this girl learned that from? I haven't seen no Dora Explorer, and my son fucking loves Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
So somebody taught that little girl.
Somebody taught that little girl that. Yeah.
And to her, I guess she like, if you've seen the video, she had this kind of like smirk and smile on her face.
Right.
So I don't feel like there was malice behind it, but it was kind of like, well, everybody's having fun. I want to have fun.
Yeah.
But because her parents done told her black people are monkeys.
Right.
Like they're freaking Frieza on Dragon Ball.
Let me fun with the monkeys.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then we still have like.
Do you know where that was?
Where? No.
Yeah.
No, the video, they didn't really specify.
Because I always look at it as because
you can't put it down south though, because the thing is stuff is that here we're in Canada, we're way north, and the racism and stuff is still high.
But that's what I was about to say. It's like, it's as much as we like to think that we're in a multicultural society, there's still pockets within these particular countries where less than 1% black, right? Like these kids, they're not only growing up and getting it from like the parents, but it's more than likely the community that they're in also. Yeah.
Oh no, for sure. Because I think this. So I saw this video, and it was with a podcaster chick, and it brought me to tears. But it was funny, but it was fucked up at the same time and stuff. But I got dark humor, I'm dark skinned. The podcaster chick, she said she was on a plane with two little girls, whatever. One was a little bit older than the other, so the older one was doing all the talking and stuff like that. So the older one's like, she looked at her, she's like, "You're so cool and pretty." She's like, "You're even prettier." So the older woman's like, "You're even prettier and stuff than I am and stuff, whatever. You're gonna grow up to even be even way prettier than I am and stuff, whatever, right?" So the little girl's like, "Do you curse?" So she's like, "Yeah." So she looked back at the little girl. She's like, "Do you curse?"
Right. Yeah.
So the little girl's like, "Yeah." So she's like, "Do you have a favorite curse word?" She's like, "Yeah, but I'm really not supposed to say it." Whatever.
They've seen the clip.
You seen that? She's like, "It's the N-word." She's like, "The hard R. The hard ER."
The hard ER.
And she's like, she likes to say it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, I'm like, one, I'm pretty sure whoever, I'm hoping, maybe her parents and stuff, whatever, but somebody's put parameters on her, maybe some teachers or somebody that said like, "Yo, this is not a nice word.
Right.
You shouldn't be using that and stuff, whatever." But getting still, this is her thing.
Yeah.
Right? Now
just like it's like to say it in private.
So I was like, "Yo, this is demented." But I was like, where does she learn it? Now, granted, a lot of these devices and stuff like that, not every parent puts parental control on these things.
Right.
Yeah. So they're just taking in things at like a high level and everything like that. But I look at it as where do we see the error and when do we do the correcting? And I feel like a lot of the errors and stuff, they're not even being corrected no more. Because I never would have imagined that in 2024, there's still sundown towns.
Right, yeah.
That shit is mystifying to me.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm like, you're telling me I'm not welcome in a specific place after dark?
Yeah.
black people don't go away like when it comes to nighttime and something like that, right? So I look at it stuff as where you still have this feeling. Like I look at it stuff as like, if I'm the Caucasian person and stuff, be like, this is fucking wrong. We should get rid of the sun downtown.
Right.
And there was one person in the council meeting like, now keep the niggas at bay. You can spot out who's the racist.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. This is we might think we're in a multicultural place, but there's pockets in North America and in Canada. There's pockets where they behave like that.
Yeah, I guess not. Yay or nay to nepotism? On to the next. You know where I'm going with this one.
Yay.
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 Why yay?
Why yay?
Why yay?
I think my hard, if that's a result of my hard work, and I plan on passing down the result of my hard work to my kids, I think this is just one of those ways that I can do it.
I say nay to it because I feel like maybe your kids might not be deserving of it. And I feel like an apprentice might be more deserving and stuff of it, to kind of somebody that might specialize into whatever the fuck you might be doing.
Yeah.
Like there's no shade and stuff to say like your kids can't learn whatever skills you're trying to show them, but that might not be their passion compared to somebody and stuff that like might eat, sleep, breathe this.
Yeah.
But you just haven't met them yet.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like when it comes to predecessors and successors, I always look at stuff as like, I hope that it's chosen from the skills or some shit you done seen or some, some abilities and stuff that they have.
Yeah.
Over, like, you probably want to pass a business down to your child and they might just be into like skateboards and shit. And then they run the business down and stuff, whatever. You're looking like, well, I had it for this long or something like that with it. That's why I'm never really for nepotism.
I think I'd be one of those owners though. Like you ever watch? It's like sometimes you'll see it like in the movies where the son is in that position, but he's not really like the head of the company, or you always have the father will look at the one and say, "Listen, I'm counting on you to like show him the ropes or whatever." Like I would be on that same tip too. Like I would not look at my child simply because they're my child and put them in a position where I feel like they're just gonna really fuck up everything. No, if the nepotism for me it's got to count, right? If that's gonna be the situation, then I'd rather you not be involved in the company and me hand you down that money how I was gonna hand it down to you. Maybe the traditional.
I'm gonna say just give the bread.
Yeah.
Just give the bread, not the company.
Yeah.
Like I look at it stuff as like, if you want your kid to win that much, whatever. Say if your company and stuff, let's say annually your company and stuff might put money in your pocket and stuff. Let's say annually $500,000. Right. Your company puts $500,000 and stuff into your pocket and everything. Like now you're looking to step down and stuff. You're now to live a easier life, a soft life, and everything like that. Why not just give your kid like $250,000 and tell them to go find what they're passionate about and stuff like that. Then to put them in the position and stuff, and then shit start to run down and stuff. And then I look at it stuff that it's a lot of pressure on the kid and stuff, whatever too, because a lot of people are looking like you're not as good as your father was.
Right. But and like I said, if my son is up to the challenge like that, and like again, if he's gone through the necessary steps, like I would never force my kids into a particular direction because I went into a particular direction, right?
Gotcha.
But if they're following in my footsteps,
naturally,
yeah, and like you're one step shy of this dude here. This dude might be better for the job, but I'm probably still gonna look at my kid and say, okay, you know what? I've seen the work that you put into this. I know that you'll continue on this path and we'll be okay. So I have no problems in putting you ahead of this dude. Yes, because you're my child. That's where the nepotism would work for me. But for sure. Like I've seen I'm trying to remember that movie where Russell Brand was in and he played like the rich spoiled son. And the pops is like, I don't want to put you at the helm of the company for you to fuck up things. No, like you go ahead and just be the rich spoiled son, and I'll pay you to do that. Right? It's just like you're saying, because
I'd rather do that.
I'd rather do that.
I'd rather do that and stuff. I'd rather give you these coins and stuff. Like I can't see Paris Hilton and Nikki Hilton like running the Hilton empire.
Nah.
I feel like there's other suited people and stuff has probably like been breaded, like I want to say through like, not even say formal schooling, but probably like, you know, just put in that work on that level while, let's say, they were living up because their parents had this bread.
Right.
So they're out there partying and everything, probably not taking the company so serious, but they know they're my parents own this shit, whatever, right? Then to say like, all right, we're going to now take you, you're supposed to run the Hilton empire because this is a generational type of thing.
Right.
Because even her father kind of like fell in and stuff to it, whatever. They're like, no.
But would she she wouldn't necessarily be at the helm more than like an heir though, right?
Yes, no, the heiress. Because her father was the heir.
Yeah. So then, I mean, does as an heiress, does she really like I'm looking at the Hiltons, it would be a board of directors. Like I would be the owner, but it'd still be like I guess board of directors.
There's always like a board of directors and everything like that, right? But I think that I think because remember with specific boards, depending on the company and stuff like that, they might have other companies that kind of like work in between to sit on the board. And then if you look at the stuff of like, say her father would be CEO, like Presidente.
Right.
How hard is the hire and fire? Remember, the Associated Sons, you are the CEO of your own life. You can hire and fire people accordingly. You can hire your child anytime you want. You can put them in base level and stuff.
Yeah.
Have I told you about the heiress or the queen of Set Hospital?
Right.
I'm even scared to say her name and stuff, whatever. And her whole family works in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I look at stuff like, because with CEO and this iron fist and stuff, whatever, she rules in that landscape.
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as like, do I feel like one of her sons and stuff doesn't deserve the damn job? I heard that he used to be a cokehead on the job. And to give him a managerial position just because your mom is CEO, I'm not fucking with that. Now, Bronny, I want to say I have to see more of Bronny, maybe because I don't go looking for Bronny shit or it's not publicized.
I think that's what it is with me.
But I feel like
we both said a butt Cosby.
No, because
okay, hold on. Let me just say
go
this, right? If his game is at a level where it should speak without him being a Bronny, then it would be a different story for me.
Okay, so if you see it,
if he had a game that was you couldn't deny it, regardless if he was LeBron James' son or not, then yeah, okay. But it's not even like a flash, but not even a mention here or there. Like I only hear of him of the fact that he's LeBron James' son. I don't hear from like his play. It hasn't reached for me. Okay. Like, because I'm not like, I'm not like but as a casual fan.
You ain't got time for that. Yeah.
Right. As a casual fan, his name has not like registered like that to me.
I think, let's say, okay, so he's been in college for a year.
Right.
Right? And the main mention and stuff was the cardiac arrest at the beginning of 2023.
I remember that.
Right?
Yeah.
And then that 2023, like going into the season and stuff starting, whatever, right? When I seen that aspect, that lit up ESPN, TSNs all over the place and stuff, whatever, sports places. Now, right? When he's back to healthy and everything like that, I can't tell his point average and stuff in the games that he has been making and stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't even guesstimate something and stuff like that, right? But I do know for them, let's say, now the argument and stuff is they're like, oh, LeBron like is using nepotism and stuff whatever for his son. But I'm looking like he wasn't the first. The NBA's been loaded and full.
Yeah.
I don't like Tim Hardaway Jr. You know I don't like Tim Hardaway Jr. and stuff like that. Tim Hardaway, Tiny Tim was a I want to say, a scrapper.
Right.
He would do the crosses, the goal wins, the do all the above. The son, not so much.
Right.
And then this, like, I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr. has like his off and on moments. I feel like, hell, like how many Kobe Bryant was from nepotism and stuff like that with his father and everything
There's
like
a
that.
lot
Right?
of people.
Kyrie Irving.
There's a lot of people in the NBA who.
Yeah, so I feel like the NBA has been flooded with nepotism and stuff. Whatever. What's the dude in New York with the braids? Because his pop still works for them damn Knicks.
Oh, Brunson.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson. Thank you. And I'm like, I think the focus is because LeBron is that guy. He's that player.
Yeah.
So I guess they're looking at stuff like that with him. But the G League has tons of players.
Right.
That I feel like that might be more, I want to say, tenacious.
Right.
I just want to say that because the G League and stuff, like, you have people that kind of come in, come out, come in, come out. And then when you hear about these people like developing and stuff like that, yeah, that's cool. Bronny was 55th pick, 55th pick and stuff. And so I get that he's not like superseded a top dog or stuff like that just because he's LeBron James' son.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have to see more show and prove to kind of like put some respect on the name and stuff, on his name, not his father's name or the family's name, but more his name. Because even like with Porzingis, when Kristaps Porzingis and stuff whatever was mentioned and stuff like that, I in my head I was like Darko Milicic. You remember that name? You remember his skills? No, you don't. Exactly. So that's why I was looking at it like, I don't want just the name just to kind of think you can get in. We need to see this work because a lot of people and stuff are willing to put in the work without the nepotism and stuff and without the extra leverage of the bonuses. Go.
It would be interesting to know being picked 55th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were there others who were eligible for the draft who weren't picked that might have been a better fit for them? Even though, you're rookie, you don't really play much, but I mean, be a better fit for them. And then from that standpoint, like, what are they feeling?
Mm.
You know what I mean? To know that, I know that's LeBron's son, but I played against him throughout this college, and every time I line up with him, I sauced him.
Think about. I was looking at it like this. Think about if you were one of the teams in the Final Four,
right,
for like the NCAA, and now you're looking at stuff where you're supposed to be. The enemy you're supposed to be, but the work you put in, the skills you've shown, and all the above, it should be all eyes on you.
Right.
And then you hear 55th pick.
Right.
You're looking like, he didn't even make it to the stage that we were on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yay for nepotism. Go smooth. Do you think Bronny's ready for the league?
No, I don't think he's ready for the league, and it just sucks because I think maybe if he stayed a little bit longer or had a little bit more time to develop, but I think they're just trying to rush this whole narrative of a father and son playing ball together, and
Who's
I think
rushing
that's
the narrative. Because I want to feel like it's more of LeBron's dream.
Yeah.
And with this NBA draft,
right,
it has kind of solidified his dream.
Yeah.
My opinion is like, don't be surprised if LeBron's talking about retirement this year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And this would be the ultimate retirement, like I want to say, like tour.
Well, and I'm saying like I'm not surprised that it would be LeBron's dream, but it may have stemmed as LeBron's dream and then just co-signed with big dollar signs in the eyes of back of every exec in LA's head to be like, yeah, it's his retirement tour if he does announce that, but his retirement tour with his son also being
Oh
able
my
to
gosh.
done on the same floor as that.
Oh my gosh.
Who's not going to, those are sold out games.
Of course. Of course.
Right? You're retiring and the first ever father and son duel to ever play in an NBA game. Yeah.
I think that's dope where you can see Bronny and stuff like from baby touching the court, walking on the court and everything to see Bronny and stuff actually like, you know, about to dribble the ball and playing a regulated game.
Yeah.
I think that is very, very impressive to see. And I'm all for that aspect, whatever, but I just look at stuff as that I just hope the people and stuff are deserving.
Right.
And I think that's my issue and stuff with the whole type of nepotism dance. But again, NBA, a lot of other sports stuff have been flooded with that, right? Like from Cal Ripken Senior to Cal Ripken Jr., you know, there's it's not just the NBA. Like
it's not just the NBA.
This is just all over type of thing and stuff, right?
And we're not saying it's nepotism all the way. Some of these kids are chips off the block and really have game, right? Like, it's not all just the name itself. It's like, no, these kids, they've put in work, they developed the skills that may have been handed down by the parent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they developed it and they've become really, really good players.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, we're not always just speaking about nepotism, but then you have, the honest the honest family connection that you just wonder where the game is at all.
Oh my gosh.
And then you say pure nepotism.
Oh my gosh. What is his name? The Tenasis, something like that, whatever. That guy. Oh. We only picked you because of your brother. That's it. That's it. We thought you'd have been like your brother, but you only stand because your brother. Let's get to the question of the week, man.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Have you ever cried in front of your guy friends?
I think at my wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did it take you so long?
Because I was trying to think of if it was just how many friends were there versus just family. Because I think kind of family is I would look at that different. But I think I had a couple of friends there.
So another setting and stuff.
And then you know what? And screw that, because I even would look at those friends as family that were at my wedding.
Fair.
Yeah. But in front of like just guy friends.
Well,
no.
I want to say even like let's say best friends that you might even that they're not related by blood.
Yeah. No, but I would look at them as family.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Regardless of the fact, you're still treating them like family, but they're still like who? Like you've shed tears in front of guy friends.
Yeah.
Just only at your wedding?
Yeah. And a few funerals.
Just weddings and funerals.
Yeah.
Nothing for like a serious conversation or nothing like that, whatever. Do you not trust guys?
It's not that I don't trust guys. I don't think I've ever had a conversation that serious that I was brought to tears in front of a friend like that. No.
You not feel like you're comfortable to confide into a guy then? Like, I'm not saying like in that kind of romantic way, but just to feel comfortable, because I'm pretty sure people have come to you with deeper conversations and stuff like that before.
Yeah.
And you've probably became a shoulder to cry on and stuff. I cried on you and stuff like that, whatever, and everything like that too.
Yeah.
But you haven't shed that.
I've never been in a situation like that where I've been moved to tears, I would say, in a conversation. No.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, just my wedding day and funerals.
Big boys don't cry.
No, I don't even look at it like that. Because I'm pretty sure, because I'm not to say that it would never happen. I'm never saying that, right? But it hasn't happened to this point. Because I'm an emotional guy. I'll be the first to admit that. You know what I mean? Like, and even as the older I get, I feel like the more emotional I get and the more empathy I
Well,
I take on.
I feel like a lot of people and stuff is like with you, and I'm not speaking for you, but I feel like once you come to this point of understanding self, your emotional maturity grows.
Right.
Right? Not only just emotional intelligence stuff, but your emotional maturity and stuff will grow. So now you're looking at certain type of things where it might be in before like factorial.
Right.
And now you're adding in nuances and caveats.
Right.
To think of it like, okay, well, this person might had an off day or a bad day because da-da-da-da. When before it's kind of like, nah, bro, you suck.
Yeah.
Right? And that comes with age and experience as you go along and stuff through life in a positive way. Some people probably can't get to the platform where you're at.
Right.
So they're God forbid, like on their deathbed.
Yeah.
Right? But you're there like lively and well and all the above and stuff. But I feel like for me, I've been in points and stuff where I have no problem and stuff. I want to say, and it's not even a problem, but I want to say I've been put in situations where it came up and I look at it as like, yeah, but in the reciprocal, I don't feel like most guys do that.
Right.
Because I want to say, out of guy friends and stuff, whatever, I could probably count less than one hand that I've seen shed tears.
Okay.
And I know if it was the opposite sex and stuff, they probably might cry more often and stuff like that, whatever. But I know, I think the world's more accepting of a woman crying than it is of a man crying.
Yeah.
So that's just the thought.
I mean, I had like maybe I've seen one friend shed tears. And it wasn't a funeral, wasn't a happy, joyous occasion. Yeah, it was more of a situation where I wouldn't say necessarily felt pressured, but I guess felt like it was close to a breaking point. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the Ask the Sons. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
First Ask the Sons is from Silver Rising. Who do you wish to be the president of the United States? I feel like you can get a better president from wish.com than one particular candidate.
I wish, and maybe the destructiveness in me, Dr. Umar.
Hang on. Go on. Let me hear that.
I wish for Dr. Umar to get a run, right? Because I feel like it'd probably be the only way Black people will be able to get a chance to get on top, right? But just the rebelliousness that it would cause amongst the white people.
Oh, they had that ass. I always thought that, like, I remember Chappelle said the joke a long time ago, and Chappelle was saying, he's like, you never want to be the first. He's like, if you're in a grocery store and stuff like that, you don't really grab the first item. You probably grab the one behind it.
Yeah.
You don't really want to be the first. And when Obama came as the first president, I'm like, they're going to assassinate this guy. I'm like, I hope they don't kill Obama. And Obama did his run and stuff like that. My wish, when I saw the question, was Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama,
she said, ain't no space, shape, or form. She's running and stuff for that. But I feel like with the pillow talking of Barack, and the shit she's already unseen, I think she's like pre-groomed. So I feel like it was just working the suit. But then again, like the most disrespected, I guess, quote unquote, creature out here is the Black woman. So would they trust one of the greatest nations and stuff, whatever? Sorry, one of the top nations, because Trump is here to make America great again.
Yeah. Don't steal Trump's thunder.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. With a Democrat? With a demo? After the Dems are fucking up?
Dude.
No. I would feel like she would have been my pick. But this Dr. Umar thing, I'm intrigued. I would actually probably just burn the vote just for that.
Just
to see and stuff for that, how far that would go.
Right. And you probably know that he wouldn't win, but just so you'd be like a commemorative, like you take a picture of it or whatever, see if you could try to get back your vote card and shit like that, so you can frame it. I voted for Umar in 2026.
I'm not mad at it.
Hey, man.
I'm not mad at it. I want it. I want it to happen now. I'm so mad.
Oh wait, are we making any progress on getting our Emancipation Day as are we putting this to a vote? I think we need to put this to a vote. See if we could start like a petition or something.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
There should be a website. Isn't there a website here in Canada?
You
Kind of
know?
like, so in America, you have wethepeople.com.
Right.
.org, sorry.
Okay.
Is it .org, .gov? I think .gov. wethepeople.gov. And with there, a lot of people gonna start a lot of I want to say petitions. One person put a petition up for like National Star Wars Day, and that's how Star Wars ended up getting that day. That may the 4th be with you, right? So I look at it something like there's something like that over there.
Right.
Over here, I'm not too sure. Because if that be the case,
we gotta
then
figure it out.
August 1st would be that. Because August 1st is the day for emancipation, right? In Canada.
Yeah.
But I was going on asking other Black people and stuff, when is Emancipation Day? Then I don't know. I was looking like, oh, we're just fucked up.
Yeah, that's all hopes out the window.
Yeah. So I kind of just put it down. But if it's something I can like, hey, you can go on this website or have a QR code for people to just easy scan, be like,
right,
scan.
Yeah.
All right, now vote.
Because it's as simple as saying, do you want to get it off? It off. You don't have to say anything else other than it. What off? Get a chance to stay on from work? Sign me up.
How would they? Would that be? Yeah, because it should be a national thing.
It's gonna be a national thing. It's gotta be a national thing. It's gonna be just running just like Juneteenth. I think we gotta run it like Juneteenth. I think we need the white vote on this.
Yeah, and this is why we need Caucasian folks.
We need Caucasian.
This is why we should
Caucasian folk.
Stop the racism and act like we don't need each other. We need each other, man.
There's power in numbers, folks.
There's power in numbers.
Power in numbers.
Just said at the beginning of the damn episode. Next Ask the Sons question comes from Sugarface. What's a marketing tactic that most people don't realize is a marketing tactic?
Food aroma.
Talk about it.
I used to say, there's nothing that advertises food more than a smell. But then I always looked at as Kentucky Fried Chicken taking it to the next level. Back in the days, the restaurants would have like that special design stack.
What do you mean?
It's like, you know how they would have like the vent, you have your regular chimneys and companies would have like the smokestacks and stuff like that.
Okay.
KFC had that specially designed stack, and it looked like it just funneled the chicken smell out of the top. So they used to have that little spinny thing.
That little spiral looking
right at the top.
The metal piece, yeah.
Right. So and that you could smell that shit from like miles away, bro.
I wonder if that's like a design flaw. And I'm not saying design flaw, but it's kind of like better, so you do better.
Right.
Because I think about like how many houses and stuff are already like built with like active chimneys. Right?
Yeah.
Because some places and stuff are just built like, let's say, it might look like a chimney on the bottom piece.
Right.
And then going up, it's not really. So it's more of like an optical kind of thing. So I felt like, I'm not saying, like, I don't know. I'm not a construction worker or a builder or anything whatever. Yeah. But I'm like, I wonder if there was like not design flaw, but something about it wasn't right no more. So that's why they stopped it. Because you're right, though. Like, a place like KFC, you didn't have to go into the store to smell it.
Yeah.
You could just get the whiff by getting close enough to the establishment.
Right, yeah.
For me, I would say, what is it? I heard a term, whatever, and I don't know if this is the term, but I want to say, I feel like, I swear I heard it's called loss leader. So at loss leaders, like, let's say, for example, Black Friday printers are like fucking cheap.
Right.
So they sell a printer for like $30.
Right.
The toner itself still didn't drop in no sale.
No.
So the toner and stuff is still like the $30 and stuff, equivalent to probably that and stuff, or even a little bit more.
Yeah.
So looking like, yeah, we'll sell you this for disco, but the accessories and other things that you
where
need
they get you everything else.
is like that. Like I remember, like in grocery stores sometimes, like when they sell like cake mix, you see the cake mix go on sale for like $1,
right?
And I was like, oh, okay, but then the icing and shit, whatever, that price is still firm. I'm looking like
you know what the up-to-date concept to that is?
What's that?
Phone games.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, because every last phone game is free until you need to buy shit for it.
The ones that aren't free and stuff, whatever, you got them ads.
Right, yeah.
I fuck with Monopoly.
Yeah.
Monopoly got 0 ads, but Monopoly be like, hey, when I seen some figure and stuff in there, I think it's like, what is it, $129 to spend for like dice or cash or some shit like that in the game? I said, go fuck yourself. But I'm pretty sure that somebody out here is like, money ain't a thing. That's why I spend it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it gets different and sticky and stuff out there. So yeah, like I feel like that's a marketing ploy.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, last one. Calm Night says, if you can choose the way you die, what would it be? 6 million ways to die. Choose one.
I always thought
dying in your sleep, peacefully.
Peacefully.
Everybody always says that. Of course, when I saw that.
Yeah. Nah. I know you want to go. I know you want to go coming.
Who, me? Like bust a nut?
Yeah.
In a satire joke way, I would.
Yeah.
But I think like in all, and I thought about this when DMX died, because I can't remember the song. Like somebody's watching me. Is that skit before?
Yeah.
He's like, so if I gotta suffer for my peoples to see the light, give me pain till I die, dear Lord, but treat them right.
Right.
If I knew my death could like be a sacrifice for all of y'all to be like multimillionaires, dog, sign me up, man. Where's the dotted line? I need to make sure the money's hitting your account. But my heart stopped though. Like I won't really know. But if I knew, if I look down and stuff, whatever, and everything, and I see like my funeral's on and popping,
right?
I'd be like, damn, they got stripper poles by the coffin. I was like, they got the bread. I'm okay with dying like that.
Reminds me of Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Even have Aerosmith sing that song track for me. Down to close my eyes. Yo. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Right. But I think like shits and giggles, I think everybody wish they can die in their bed and stuff, whatever, peacefully and stuff in their sleep. And I'm pretty sure that even like when my father passed and stuff, whatever, he thought so too, right? Yeah. But I mean, like some people and stuff, they don't have that kind of luck.
No.
So I look at it stuff as where like, all right, just go out with bang. Like if, they told me, if they told me I had like, only a few days to live, whatever, I'm like, set it off like Vivica in this bitch. And then like if I get caught, or hopefully if I don't get caught, I can get the money to like people that would need it.
Right.
And if I do get caught, whatever, be like, I won't make it for trial. And just die in the cell and stuff, whatever, the middle finger up.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah. The end. We are here.
We're here.
We are here at the end. Hit them with Associated Sons and stuff, whatever, and keep it pushing. Associated Sons this week says, it is easier to stop the blood flow. It's easier to stop blood flow than the flow of gossip. Associated Sons. I feel like you could put a Band-Aid on like, a wound, but some people you can't even put silver tape or duct tape on their fucking mouth and stuff to kind of stop them from gossiping and everything like that. I feel like even every week we find different ways and stuff to kind of like see and understand the world and then kind of convey it to other people to a more palatable type of format.
Right.
And I feel like just even the talk of like nepotism and stuff like to LeBron, when you make it seem like there's never been nepotism and stuff in the league and stuff before. Like fucking LeBron's old coach was Luke Walton.
Yeah.
Who was Bill Walton, whose father just passed and stuff, whatever.
Right.
He just passed.
Right.
Rest his soul.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, you think Luke would have gotten the league if it wasn't for Bill? Even George Karl and his son played. Like, yo, there's so many, this is what I'm saying. But it's just the da 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 da. Like gossip, you can't stop.
Yeah.
You can cauterize a wound, you can burn a wound, like you can stitch a wound, you can dress a wound, you can stop blood flow. You can't stop gossip.
Can't stop it.
So say the Suns.
So says the Suns.
Appreciate you, man, guy.
I appreciate you back, brother.
Yes. We are here at the end, folks. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. Don't forget the notification and the bell. Podical Sons Podcast. Any comments or suggestions, do hit us up.
Come on, the new Speaker's Corner.
Hit us up on the plug since the Podical Sons Podcast. Once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits and nepotism does not. Peace and love.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.